If you belong in a seat, get in your seat. Let's go. Listen, it is officially 10:34. We are bringing Medical Advisory Board to the table today. All right, let's call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Give me just a second.
Sorry. Let me pause. Laura's getting there and she's fantastic at her job.
I just don't want to lose all the stuff we just did in DDP.
No, you're good.
So many.
You can literally see the sausage getting forced into the case. And it's disgusting. Know anything?
Okay, Dr. Barnum,
Here.
William Vance,
Michael Whitehead sitting in for William Vance.
Dr. Rollins, James Whitworth, Dr. Holtz,
Present.
Chief Fulbright, Dr. Leduc,
We take it off anyway.
Chief Moore, Dr. Morgan,
Present.
Chief Wilbanks,
Present.
Dr. Davidson, Ryan Felshaw,
Present.
Dr. Jensen, Chief Thornton.
Yes.
Dr. Hodnick, Chief Neal, Dr. Dumontier,
Present.
Chief Simone,
Chief Lansing for Chief Smokey.
Dr. Aubert, Mark Calabrese,
Present.
Chief Douglas, Dr. Shear, Sam Scheller,
Present.
Dr. Fisher. Dr. Morgan, you've got quorum.
Wonderful. All right, moving forward, can I get a motion for the adoption of the agenda?
So moved.
All right, second for the agenda adoption.
Second.
Any, or all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Great. Agenda passes. Moving on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from December? Love it. A second.
Second, Barnum.
Great. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Perfect. Moving on. At this time, discussion of the Southern Nevada Post-Overdose Response Team, the sport team, Brandon DeLeese.
Table that.
Great. Tabled. Next up, District Health Officer Report. Dr. Lockett or anybody from the department?
For Dr. Lockett. Just two notices today. We hired a new staff member. That is Devin Atwood over there. He's our new senior administrative assistant. He'll be greeting all of your staff. Raise your hand. There you go. We're torturing him accordingly. He just started on Monday, so go easy for a little bit. We'll get him in line though. He's doing great. Secondarily, over the weekend, there was some excitement with a FBI raid of a biolab locally that the SNHD assisted with peripherally. I don't have any further details other than that, as it is, as we like to say, an investigation in progress at the federal level, and they didn't brief me directly. So our laboratory, our laboratory assisted them specifically with some translations of the Mandarin Chinese that was located on scene, and some other efforts with storing the materials until it was transported to Quantico. That's all I have. Thank you.
Great. All right, next up, a report discussion action items. Item A, discussion of the proposed pilot study for trauma gel. Dr. Dobson?
All right. Good morning. It is still morning. We came to you guys in the last meeting to propose a pilot project with trauma gel. The feedback that we got from the MAB was to go talk to the TMAC. So 2 weeks ago, we talked with the TMAC. The TMAC has given their thumbs up to move forward with the trauma gel pilot project. So as long as everybody on the MAB approves, just as a quick reminder, what the trauma gel pilot project is trauma gel is a alternative for the for wound packing. It's would be put in protocol with the wound packing to be able to be used as a alternate device to be used there. We're going to pilot it on trucks at both AMR and Medic West. We're going to do a 6-month pilot to see cost, how often it's used, efficacy. We did create a form that's going to go to the trauma docs from the TMAC so that they will be able to see we'll be able to get feedback from them on, was it easy to remove? What was their overall opinion of it? And did they run into any complications? That's all that I have.
Chris, what date is
Is that
that
a
gonna start?
form? I'm sorry. Is that a form that would be given to the receiving facility at the time of transport?
Yes, there's a QR code on the band that will be given to the receiving facility for them to be able to give feedback directly to that. We're also working with the trauma coordinator with SNHD to be able to get those hand delivered to the trauma coordinators so that they have them in their department for when they see that.
So this just goes back to my only concern with this is that the receiving facility needs to know that it needs to be removed, right? And if are you going to be transporting patients with this to non-trauma centers?
It shouldn't be. Anybody that's going to be getting this, looking at protocols, is either going to meet a yellow or red criteria, so they will be going to the trauma centers.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, my only thing is just to make sure that the receiving facility knows about the trauma gel, that it has to be removed prior to wound closure, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So as long as there's some way to do that, awesome.
Yes, we went through that with the TMAC committee. We had the representatives from Trauma Gel come in, and they were able to discuss that with them to give them all of that information.
Fantastic.
So
Start date,
patients
Chris?
being identified just with like a little ribbon or a tie or something that's just like a visual
there's
to it all.
There's a wristband that
Perfect.
comes in the product that says Trauma Gel was put in. Here's
So at this point in time, is there a motion to accept Medic West and AMR's proposed study for Trauma Gel to move forward?
I would make that proposal.
Great. Any other discussion?
I guess second.
I'm sorry, second.
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion?
start date will be as soon as we can.
Part of the study. That 6 month period. Starting date.
Yes, we did identify a good starting date. It will be, we'll just go with March 1st. I believe due to timing, it's going to be March 1st at this point.
Any other discussion? All in favor of moving the trauma pilot forward? Aye. Any opposed? Great. Pilot granted.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Next up, Chief Tuke.
Yes, we had a good committee meeting this morning. Had 2 items on the agenda. The first one is how we can better, as an education committee, take care of possible gaps in education. The first one that's been brought to our attention, that's a potential gap, is neonatal resuscitation. We identified ways to work better with the QIQA committee. Department members are going to bring back numbers for neonatal resuscitation. Then the educational components, PIMA, myself, and CSN are going to talk to the subject matter experts at the hospitals and see what the actual data is. And then we're going to try to formulate a education plan, maybe use that template moving forward as we further identify other gaps in our training as witnessed by stuff like that. Then the other one is just cleaning up some language on the new mentorship, paramedic internship, moving the 70-80% for critical calls.
Mhm.
And it was passed unanimously. So we're in a good spot. That was more of a technical issue other than a substance thing.
Okay. So do you need us to make a motion to make those changes officially?
Yes.
Okay. You want to go ahead and do that?
So I'm going to make a motion to accept those 2 items as discussed and move forward and make that happen.
Is there a second for that?
Second.
Great. Any other discussion on the reports and the movements as reported by Troy for movement forward? Education. All right, hearing no discussion, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Great. Do your thing, Troy. All right. Director of Vice and Protocol, Dr. Barnum.
Okay, I'm going to be trying to move quick here because I've made us late. We had a number of items that came up today on the agenda. The first was the discussion of potential formatting changes to the Clark County Emergency Medical Care Protocols. This was tabled. The second was the discussion of droperidol as a mandatory medication in formulary. This was adopted and is now a mandatory medication to be carried.
So let's stop and do that.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Okay, so would you like to make a motion that droperidol becomes a mandatory medication for formulary?
Yes, this was approved by DDP, so we recommend that MAB adopt this.
Okay, so that's your motion, correct?
Yes.
All right. Is there a second that droperidol becomes a mandatory medication? Great. Any other discussion? All right. All in favor of droperidol being a mandatory medication? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes. Droperidol will now be mandatory.
Item C was a discussion of the OB uncomplicated childbirth and labor protocol. This was tabled.
Great.
Item D was a discussion of the use of amiodarone and lidocaine in the protocol and formulary. This was adopted, and lidocaine was added as an alternate medication on the cardiac arrest pathway. So having that, that was approved by DDP, so I'd like to move that that be approved by the MAB.
And you would just like to quote the exact same language as referenced in the DDP motion?
Yes.
Great. So for all who are involved, that was 1.0 milligrams per kilogram. IVIO bolus may repeat at 0.5 milligrams per kilogram times 1 if refractory. That goes for both the adult and pediatric protocols. And also, we removed the shock mandates from the amiodarone boxes. So, just for reference. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Great. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion passes.
We had some discussion of the use of ketamine in refractory status seizure. That has been tabled for our next meeting. We had discussion of the chest pain, ACS, and STEMI protocols, and these were adopted. That was then in terms of the chest pain, non-traumatic, and suspected acute coronary syndrome / STEMI pathways. We would include verbiage that if the EKG demonstrates a STEMI, provide immediate telemetry notification to the intended STEMI receiving facility. We will add to aspirin hold for suspected aortic dissections. That's in the pearls. We have also moved to the pearls the portion of pain management, which notes that fentanyl is preferred. We have moved the pain management box to above the nitroglycerin box in that protocol, and we have added consider to nitroglycerin. This was passed by DDP, so my motion is that that protocol change with that language be adopted by MAB.
Great. So I hear that the motion is to add it exactly as worded in DDP.
And Dr. Barnum, just to clarify for everyone there, that protocol replaces both the non-traumatic chest pain as well as the STEMI protocols. So it essentially removes one protocol from our protocol manual.
It combines the two.
Combines the two, correct? Yeah.
Okay. So is there a second for the motion to adopt the changes as discussed in DDP?
Second.
Great. All right. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Great. Hearing none, that motion passes also.
So our next item was a discussion of the pediatric respiratory distress protocol. For this, we adopted the protocols as proposed with the addition of under the epinephrine dosing to the right of the first page on the wheezing bronchospasm that we would add the 1 milligram per ml dosage of epinephrine. We would add CO2, end-tidal CO2 monitoring to all of the pathways. And then in the foreign body airway obstruction portion, there was discussion of the SLAT technique, and we will remove that. We will also add a radio icon to consider cricothyroidotomy. Those protocol changes were adopted by DDP, and I would recommend or propose that they be adopted by MAB.
Magnesium, I believe, was also in the pediatric protocol that was added. That was a new addition from what we had previously. So
yes, the changes that I listed were the changes
Yep.
from the handout that was available
Got
to
it.
everybody.
Okay. Great. So the motion that I'm hearing for restatement is to adopt all of the changes that DDP passed that you've just summarized.
Yes.
Great. Is there a second for that?
Second.
Great. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none, let's take a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Great, hearing none, that passes.
The next item for DDP was discussion of the adult respiratory distress protocol. This was adopted by DDP or approved by DDP with the changes to the materials that the oxygen saturation would be changed from 92% to 94%. And the dosages for albuterol would be changed to 2.5 to 10 milligrams. And then for levobuterol was 0.5 to 1.5.
Ipratropium.
I'm sorry, yes, for ipratropium. And those were only changes
And then
there.
adding same language. So anytime in any of the protocols for the respiratory that there was epinephrine 1 to 1,000, the addition was made for just clarification because the outside of the box says 1 milligram per 1 ml. So that was just an administrative change, not a dosing change.
So my proposal would be that we adopt those changes. They were approved by DDP.
Great. Is there a second for that? Great. Any other discussion? Hearing none, let's take the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, that motion also passes.
Our last one was the discussion of the pediatric behavioral emergencies protocol. And that included a change in the dosage of droperidol to 0.2 milligrams per kilogram IV/IM with a maximum of 5 milligrams. That was adopted by DDP, so we will recommend passage by MAB.
Great. Is there a second for that motion? Great. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Let's take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Fantastic. That motion passes. Great. Next up, informational items, ED/EMS leadership. John Collins. Okay, go ahead.
So I would just like to point out that Medic West Ambulance has moved its location. We are now at 4700 Mitchell Street in North Las Vegas, and I believe we have a ribbon cutting coming up.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of things up in the air with the move, but we are actually there and running out of that operation now. So if anybody wants to come out and see it, please let me or Ryan know. And if anybody has any questions, you can absolutely send those to me.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Next up, QI report. Dr. Young.
We continue to look at pilot program. Did receive some information today from just discussion of the neonatal emergencies, just to go and start to look at those outcomes. So we'll bring that up today in that. And with the changes, protocols, you've all heard that there's a fair amount of need just starting to insert QI metrics more into each protocol. So we will be able to kind of do some system status and just keep already with that.
Awesome. Thanks very much. Next up, report from the state, Bobby Sullivan.
She's online.
Bobby, can you hear us?
Bobby, you should be able to unmute now.
Good morning, everybody. Yep, I was able to unmute. Thank you, Laura. Just a quick update. Nothing priority for the office at this point. Earlier this week, I believe yesterday, we provided a 2025 year in review recap for the program, and I sent copies of that to Laura and John. So if it's something that you're interested, please reach out to them for a copy of it. We've also posted it to our website, and that's all I have at this time.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anybody for emerging trends? I guess I can just provide a quick update. NAEMSP, which is the National EMS Physicians Conference, was last week. Several of us attended. There's a new Mountain West chapter of that group. And so we had a chance to meet with some of the regional other medical directors that were present there at that conference to really kind of start to brainstorm, get to know each other, continue to work with best practices. So I look forward to kind of the collaboration that comes out of that group. One of the other things that came out was also an update to CARES. There's CARES 2.0 and the Next Gen Registry. And so I think that we will be seeing some additional updates to the CARES registry for everybody participating. And I would like to encourage everybody to continue to provide outcome data so that we can continue to make our system better. Anybody else? Okay. Are there any other board reports?
Yeah, just to say that the Clark County Fire Whole Blood project was started a little over a month ago, actually well over a month ago now. Going very well. We're very excited about it. Had multiple administrations of Whole Blood in the field already. So again, very great project that's going well. Hopefully we'll have some more data to bring to the board in the future.
Thanks. We look forward to continuing to hear how that protocol goes because I think it's an important initiative. At this time, I'd like to open for any other second period of public comment.
Nothing online.
Okay, and nothing in the room at this time. Since nobody else has anything further, can I get a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Great. Is there a second? Second. All right. All in favor of adjournment? Aye. Great job.
Like, what?